Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's safety recap. Before we get started, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this week's safety recap. Thanks to all of you who welcomed me onto their job site this past week. Crews were performing their work in a safe, timely, and efficient manner. And please continue to do the good work and continue to expand the culture of safety that you have worked so hard to instill. Now, there were a few safety items of concern that were noted, and I will cover them after a few words about don't be a quitter. Why success requires perseverance. And this is from a site called 86,400. And that's 86,400 seconds that you have every day of your life. It was written by James. As you work to accomplish anything of importance in your life, before you achieve success, you must first persevere through difficult times. Don't be a quitter. You will never reach your full potential if you give up when it starts getting difficult. Perseverance is a characteristic that enables you to overcome hardships and experience success. If you're struggling to overcome hardships, before quitting, recognize the following. Instant success does not exist. You might not have found your groove yet, and consider how quitting will affect those who rely on you. Why is it important to have perseverance? Today, don't choose to be a quitter, but instead choose to persevere. Persevere so that you can achieve what you have set out to accomplish. Persevere so you don't let down those around you who count on you and your abilities. Or persevere so you can reap the benefits of all your hard work and effort. Don't be a quitter. Perseverance is one element that keeps you going every single day. Your ability to persevere through difficult times can be apparent in various different scenarios. For example, perseverance is relevant when it comes to going about your mundane workday or when you're struggling to get through your 10-mile run. Perseverance is what helps you get through specific events, hardships, and even general life. Oftentimes, your road to success is not a straightforward, linear path that is easy to navigate. Instead, it's a curved, jagged, and downright chaotic road. Furthermore, that road often leads to dead ends and failures. However, it is these drawbacks that separate individuals who have perseverance from those who do not. As such, perseverance is absolutely imperative to helping you stay on your path despite hardships you might experience. In other words, perseverance is the voice in your head which is telling you not to quit. And depending on your current situation, there will often be times when you just want to give up. At times like these, success doesn't seem possible. Goals appear unachievable, and you might think the easiest solution is to turn your back and cut your losses. However, don't give up yet. Perseverance is what prevents you from quitting, and it will drive you to push harder to go further. Eventually, your perseverance will lead to success, as discussed further in the next section. That's why it's important to have perseverance. How does perseverance lead to success? Not being a quitter and persevering is a key ingredient in the recipe of success. No matter what your goal is, if you are not willing to persevere and stay consistent, you will not be able to achieve it. The act of simply showing up and trying is a massive indicator of whether you will be able to succeed further down the line. Michael Jordan once said, "If you quit once, it becomes a habit. Never quit." For instance, If your goal is to run a marathon in 6 months, you have to create a plan to train every single day, rain or shine. If your goal is to learn a new language within the year, then you have to study language exercises, regularly speak to individuals who are fluent in the language you are learning, or even travel to the destination in order to get practice. In other words, perseverance leads to success because it eliminates the use of shortcuts. The formula is very basic. If you persevere, do not quit, and show up every day, then eventually you'll get there. On the flip side of the coin, see what happens if you decide to skip a few steps. It is very unlikely that you will simply get lucky and achieve your goal. You will not be able to wake up one day and easily or enjoyably run a marathon. It is unlikely that you will be able to fluently speak a second language if you aren't consistently studying and practicing. Perseverance leads to success because it ensures that you will not be a quitter. What are the characteristics of perseverance? As you're reading this, the perseverance sounds like the perfect approach to stop you from quitting and help you become successful. However, you might be wondering, what are the characteristics of perseverance and how to get started? In order to set you on the right path, it is important to keep in mind the key characteristics of perseverance. The first major characteristic of perseverance has to do with finding meaning with every endeavor that you undertake. Even if you fail, if you refuse to quit, you will be able to learn something from every single experience. After a situation where you fell short, you should reflect on what you did wrong as well as what you can take away from the situation. If you apply these lessons to your next attempt, you will recognize the improvements you are making. Perseverance is also characterized by honesty and the ability to ask for help when necessary. It is crucial to be able to identify your weaknesses and be able to ask for help to rectify them. For instance, if you're working on improving your fitness and are struggling with identifying the correct form, it does not hurt to reach out to a professional trainer or anyone else you know who is a fitness whiz. This support early on will ensure that you are on the right track, get results from your training, and persevere in order to achieve your goal. Another characteristic of perseverance is to be kind to yourself. Oftentimes, particularly in high-stress situations, you can be very critical of you and the decisions you made. Therefore, it is important to recognize your hard work and how much you have already accomplished on your journey. Ensuring that you are not a quitter, even when you want to give up, is already an accomplishment in itself. You should be proud of that. Why shouldn't you be a quitter? In order not to be a quitter and to keep persevering to achieve your goals, it is important to keep the following tips in mind. Number 1, don't be a quitter. Instant success does not exist. There is no such thing as an overnight success. Anyone who has achieved some level of success in their life has had to put in hard work and overcome various challenges along the way. Success consists of a series of long-term steps that are improved upon at every turn. Contrary to popular belief and the misconception that there are often presented in the media, overnight success is not possible. Furthermore, it is absolutely not the standard for how to achieve your goals. When you feel like quitting, keep in mind the successful individuals you look up to who have failed throughout their journey. Success, regardless of how you define it, is a journey. A journey takes continuous effort over an extended period of time to achieve. Number 2, don't be a quitter. Think about what you contribute. You may view success as something that is egotistic, as it would only benefit you. However, that is not entirely true. Oftentimes, your ability to persevere is not only beneficial to your professional, economic, and personal growth, but it is also beneficial to those around you. By choosing not to quit, you are making a commitment to the project that you are tackling or the teammates you are working with. It is important to consider the other individuals who could greatly benefit from your efforts. Examples could include the recipients of the project you are working on or the team members that rely on your leadership skills to improve their own habits. Even though you might often define success in individualistic terms, not quitting often impacts the lives of those around you as well. And don't be a quitter. You might not have found the groove yet. When you are struggling to achieve success, regardless of how you define it, it is easy to think that you're doing something wrong. However, sometimes you just haven't found your groove yet. Regardless of what you're trying to achieve, it will take a lot of effort before you find your groove. Therefore, the more blood, sweat, and tears you put into something, the better it or you will become, and the faster you will find your groove. Perseverance is absolutely necessary in your life. It ensures that you don't easily give up or quit as you work towards getting what you want. As success is defined differently for everyone, perseverance can be applied to anything you set your mind to. Perseverance helps you ensure that you remain on the right track and that you achieve your intended goal. As a result, this helps maintain your confidence, motivation, and your continued desire to keep improving. The realization that there are 86,400 seconds each day. What are you doing today so that tomorrow you are a step closer to where you want to be? If not now, then when? The old adage still holds true. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. On with the recap. Let's talk about injury and incident reporting. Incident reporting is the process of documenting all worksite injuries, near misses, and accidents. An incident report should be completed at the time the incident occurs, no matter how minor the injury is. Get with your supervisor or safety professional for additional information on incident and accident reporting. Next, let's talk about being aware of your surroundings. Job sites change over time. They change constantly. Keep team members informed of any changes in conditions or hazards in the job site. Also, teach the team members the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, stop, take a look around for 20 seconds, 20 feet, and look for hazards and identify those hazards and warn others if necessary. Next, let's talk about toolbox training. Make sure that each team conducts toolbox safety topic meetings on a weekly basis. Now, OSHA does not have a specific requirement for toolbox safety topics, but it does require that employees receive continued, documented training of hazard recognition and hazard mitigation for the work that they do, and the toolbox topic meetings satisfy this requirement. Let's talk about hydration. It's coming into winter. Hydration in winter months is just as important as hydration in the summer months. Ensure your team members stay well hydrated. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week's safety recap. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. And if you found this information useful or helpful, make sure that you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. And until we see each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and I will see you in the field. All right. right, flubber dub through that. It's kind of a long one. It was kind of a long one, but guys, you got perseverance is such an important thing, man. When your feet are hurting, your back are hurting, and you're just tired, and you got to keep after it. You got to keep after it. And when you get to those moments where you just feel like you can't go any further, remember that the greater the effort, the greater the reward. So remember that. Anyway, if you need let's start out this. Remember that these things can be used. The recaps and the toolbox safety topics can be used for toolbox safety training on your job site. Just make sure that you have a sign-in sheet. Reference the video that you're watching. It could be this one. It could be, I've got other ones out there, and other creators provide the service as well. Have them watch one of these little short 5-minute videos. Sign off on the sign-off sheet, have some discussion, and that becomes a record that identifies that you have provided hazard recognition and hazard mitigation training to your team and for the job site and for your company. Very important to do that. If you have a specific safety question, leave a note down here. Landon, if you see this, I saw your one on confined space, and that's a good subject. I don't know if I've got one in my library or not, but I'm going to make a note and try to put together a video on confined space. So hope that worked out for you, Landon. Feel free to get back with me. Also, if you have a specific question, leave those in the comments as well. It's still fall time. Look for the Easter eggs at the end here, whichever way this thing rolls. Anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a grateful day, and I will see you in the field. Stop recording.